What's going on, Exiles? It's Gemini, and I wanted to do a day 3 recap of the closed beta. This is my character at the moment. I'm running Tempest Shield as a filler until I get enough mana reservation from reduced mana to run Grace. But I'm taking this character in a different direction. You know, since I don't want to use EB, we kind of learned that, you know, without other tools, EB is just not as powerful. Or where is it? EB is not as powerful unless you have like energy shield, cooldown recovery, like essence surge, and also either picking up a zealot cell to start regen, you know, among other things. Just not being able to cast, being locked out for 6 seconds was not ideal for this character. So I'm taking an alternative route. I'm going to go acrobatics and phase acro, and I'm going to get some block, go a little evasion trapper. And what I've noticed the most is, you know, with the mana hurting, I'm forcing myself to pick up a lot of the mana nodes that I go near. Soul Siphon, Deep Thoughts, all the mana wheels in Heart and Soul, and now even Righteous Decree. And I have quick recovery for mana regen. I'm still looking for mana regen on gear, but right now the build's running great. I'm only able to run a level 8 Arctic armor, and then anything higher will just causes a bit of problems. Alright, so we look at the setup: clarity, Tempest Shield, reduced mana, flammability. Really, it just needs to have clarity, reduced mana, and Tempest Shield on reduced. Then we have Ellie Prolif. This one was nerfed. It's still a flat radius of 12, and it's going to probably stay that way until level 20. As we see, the quality is still freeze, shock, and ignite duration. But now, since it's at level 23, or since it's at level 16, it only does 23% less damage. So we're, you know, closing the gap on that. Chance to ignite, Fire Trap. If we look at Fire Trap's damage at level 17, we'll notice that it's been nerfed. 239 to 359 from the X to Y. On the wiki, it actually shows... what level was this? Level 17 Fire Trap is 254 to 380. So it's quite a significant nerf. However, I still find it very strong. The dot damage is 196, and it's a slight dot damage nerf. The chest, we have Conk Effect, which does now 10% less, more area damage. So at 17, it should be around 66, I think. And then it also, instead of being a 30% reduced area, it's now a multiplicative 25% less area. Fire Pen is a little bit higher than it is on life, and the trap damage is just, you know, same old trap. So Lightning Trap, this is one of the pleasant surprises and nice, what do you call it, rebalancing gems. So we have the X to Y 41 to 779 at level 17. At level 17 we have 19 to 360. So this is more than double the damage. And that's why I'm using it. This has essentially replaced my Arc Trap multi-trap. Now it doesn't have shock chance. I'm not sure what the quality is. It says trap throwing speed. It might still be that. We'll find out. Lightning Pen and slower projectiles. This is the nice find because it's now 27% more and 45% less. So this would probably be very, very cool on a ball lightning build if you can pick up like Sniper and then Ballistic Mastery and then counter it with, because you don't want it to go too slow, but you don't want it to go too fast. So this might be a happy median, and it's loaded with 45% less. I'm definitely keen on trying the two-handed staff. The Star Hex, you know, multiple projectiles, ball lightning trap with slower proj, and just goes full-blown crit. I think that'd be very, very cool. I have Assassin's Mark, Self-Cast by itself, Herald of Thunder, Curse on Hit, Assassin's Mark. So my Herald of Thunder is applying a really solid version of Assassin's Mark, is helping me get power charges. Then Flame Golem and Minion Life. Now, while these might not be the optimal, this might not be the optimal setup. You know, you just pretty much got to go with what you have. It's pretty much a self-found league, with the exception of maybe gems. Nobody's really trading. I didn't manage to trade for this Intuitive Leap, and as you can see, the radius is quite small. So, the general rule of thumb, this jewel socket or slot costs 1 skill point to get, and you have to keep in mind that this gem has no stat on it. So you really need to make it worthwhile. If you can utilize all 4 notables, then it's probably a pretty solid pick. In this case, if I were to use it here, I would pick up Devotion, these 2 life nodes, maybe Faith and Steel if I needed it, definitely Overcharge. Not so sure about the Endurance Charge. So there are really, really bad places in my opinion. This one was very lackluster just because spending a 10 strength node and then spending the jewel node, you know, is already not optimal. So you really got to get something good. You could get Strong Arm, Barbarism, Juggernaut. This is a medium tier one. This one was okay if you could utilize Duality, Berserking, Battle Rouse, and Volpack. This one was pretty mediocre. Picking up like Golem's Blood, you're not in room for Defiance. You're like just out of the range. So you could pick up Golem's Blood, Revelry, maybe these life nodes. That would be an option. This one is a really poor option. There's like absolutely no reason to get this one. This one's probably the worst one because it's like next to nothing. So let's talk about the best ones in my opinion. This one was pretty good. This one was above average, picking up Survivalist without having to go these 2 nodes. You could get Heartseeker before you get these 2 crit nodes, but you're most likely branching off of this anyways, so you're gonna get that whole wheel. Pick him the extra frenzy charge, and you can pick up all the herbalism wheels, and you can pick up Acuity. So really, really strong gem there. This one is interesting over here. If you go the projectile damage nodes, you could actually skip acrobatics and pick up phase acro and these other additional block chances, so you won't suffer through the less 30% block chance. That's less. And you could also get piercing shots. So this one is one of the more unique ones. This one was above average. What I really liked about this slot is getting Blood Drinker, life nodes, deflection, possibly Mind Drinker. You're just out of range of entropy. It's quite annoying. And if you could utilize nullification, it was also very, very good. I think if you go EB, the nullification here and the Faith and Steel here make it much more powerful gem. But you know, with its current state, I didn't really find too much reward here. This one was pretty good because you could get Essence Surge, you could actually bypass Chaos Inoculation, pick up Infused Shield, and this 8% node for low life. If you are going low life, the ability to get 15% more energy shield, it's definitely going to be a boost if you use Intuitive Leap. Over here, this one was kind of lackluster. These are already pretty good efficient wheels, the Flask effect nodes, but Mind Barrier, Alchemist, Instability, and if you go dual wielding and you can utilize Dark Arts, then I think you can make it worthwhile. You could also pick up this Lord of the Dead, which would help your Golem, I guess. Something to think about, or maybe even Arcane Focus, another Eldritch Battery. So Intuitive Leap with Eldritch Battery, this is a good spot, this is a good spot, and this is a good spot. Pretty efficient. One of the more interesting ones here, you can get Mending, Hexmaster, Conduit, and I believe this is in range of Dreamer. Now basically what I did was I just plugged this in a gem slot. I got like a little chopstick, and I zoomed in and I measured the center to the edge, and pretty much just went over through the areas and did a 360 and kind of like used it as a protractor and to see what were the possibilities. All the science starts I found pretty lackluster. There wasn't one that I could really justify. It's just kind of all over the place, you know. You get leadership and then you get true strike. It's like leadership is usually used for, you know, summoners or party play, and then true strike, if you're a summoner, you're not really going crit, you could get Harrier. But this is a 4-point investment. We can't forget that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the jewel slot gives you nothing. So you really need to get something substantial. You could get exceptional performance, sentinel, totemic zeal, this 2% block node, you know, kind of underwhelming. But I've pretty much shown you guys where I think are the hot spots, the optimal places to use Intuitive Leap. This one was pretty garbage. Yeah, you could get mental rapidity, but this is like already an efficient branch off of this 10 int node. Who cares? EE, you can't get this. This was just out of range. That was disappointing. But yeah. So what do I think I'm going to go with this build? I may use Intuitive Leap here or here. Probably going to end up using it here. So I can get the extra Frenzy Charge since I'm running Blood Dance. I just got into mapping. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what a really nice farming place is. Aqueduct. It's just pretty face roll. And, you know, feel free to hop in the stream to see more of the content with this character. I plan on taking this until they wipe it, so I want to see how the defenses manage out. But definitely a lot more investment, and it's not nearly as easy without Eldritch Battery. The mana is really hurting. Oh, I don't have clarity up. Sorry. Let me go put that up. I didn't have any of my auras. So clarity, Tempest Shield, and there we go. It clears very fast. I've had like no problems. It's only getting better and better as I level up. Yeah, the area is not nearly as insane as it was before. I don't have Carcass Jack yet. I don't have Divinarius. My weapon has like very low spell damage. You know, big rooms for improvement. I'm loving the auto curse. The power chargers are coming. You know, I don't have any quality gems. But overall, this is a really cool leveling zone. Maps have been easy. And the prolifing of both shock and fire, it's been amazing. Honestly. What's cool about the frenzy charges is now giving me 4% more per frenzy charge, so I have 12% more damage. And this is actually a level 67 zone, so in my opinion this has the potential to become the new Ledge or City of Sarn. What's really nice is it's really long, so you can't really complete this as fast as you would in a normal Ledge. You don't have to make as many instances and reset the zone. So Prolif, it's still good despite all the nerfs, nerf after nerf after nerf. Flame Blast had its X to Y nerfed again, so I have not tested it with Flame Blast. I definitely think Trap is going to be better because I'm able to scale this with crit and stuff. I'm eager to get the Templar burning nodes, but yeah, that'll come with more levels. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm having a blast testing this stuff out on closed beta. I'm looking forward to giving all my feedback about the leveling process and all that kind of stuff. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. Day 4 is coming. Lots of new stuff. Gonna try to get a Cloak of Flame and run that as my chest to get more physical mitigation and more chance to ignite. This chest is pretty mediocre as it is anyways. As long as I can fit the resist in, I think I'll be good. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out.